Happy Tuesday to you, mofos. All right. I think we just go back and say welcome. Get there from the start. Um, we're a podcast that celebrates all things Tacoma and the greater surrounding areas. We interview, review small businesses, artists, as well as businesses or musicians. I'm sorry, I said that twice. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is my beautiful, always lit, and I'm not talking drunk lit. I'm talking, she's as bright as a star, Cassie.
And this is, of course, the bedazzled, smoldering Amber Princess of Slamber.
Girl, I'm a queen. It's okay. You can say
Amber Queen of Slamber. Fine. Amber Queen of Slamber.
It's okay. It's okay. Um, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channel. Cassie and I are going to do this a little differently than we normally do. Uh, First off, we are still going to do some of our segments, but we have a big announcement at the end of our time here.
Mhm.
I'm putting it in because I forgot to. Anyway, um, I mean, Anywho, so our next segment is Tacoma 6 degrees.
Yes.
And we just decided that we've known this guy for years. We love this guy. I mean, DJ Brome, aka All Over Your Face. Um, he also does get glass blowing, but the first time that I met him was um the Gritty City Sirens Burlesque in Tacoma is where I first met him. And he was a fun guy. He was charismatic and just, you always want to be around him kind of vibe. And he's still like that to this day. Love when he is DJing anything because he's just an amazing DJ. And Cassie, how did you and Oliver meet?
Um,
Your
I
face. Sorry.
um I met him as a Tempest.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'm like, ah.
When I met Johanna and everybody, he was part of that group, so that's like really
The
where I met
burlesque
him.
troupe.
Yeah. And um we bonded over some similar music tastes, and we took turns DJing at a couple of different events throughout the years. Um and we've always gotten along. And he even like he's like over the years we've, you know, talked over drinks about different types of new sorts of DJing tech devices and software and apps and what have you that like are accessible and just
Right.
across the board. So we've always been kind of connected over that, like we've talked about that.
Yeah.
And I miss him. It's been a minute, but
It has.
yeah.
It has. The last time I saw him, Sunset Sips.
That's
Shout
right.
out Ebony and John for always holding it down for those. Those are so amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Olivia Face, DJ Brom. You have so many names, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the so many faces and so many names
Yeah.
because that's the kind of person you are, is like you just have so much of variety. So shout out to you. and that's Tacoma's 6 degrees. So on Sunday was a very special, special day. And I am going to say right now, my boys held it down.
Fuck yeah.
Seahawks are champions. They are freaking champions. And I love it. I love that they held on the way they did because, I mean, Patriots defense, they weren't backing down.
No.
They were not backing down. We were field goal after field goal after field goal after field goal.
Like the first like
Oh,
lowest scoring like Super Bowl game like ever.
oh my
I mean, like
gosh,
not.
it was going to be. I was actually shocked that the Patriots didn't score until the second quarter. Like I
Yeah.
was actually pretty surprised at that.
Yeah. My score prediction was actually fairly. I predicted 17-31.
I did not.
I mean,
I didn't even.
31-17, I should say, with Hawks on top, is what I predicted. And
I feel you.
yeah.
I didn't. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let my boys speak for themselves. Dark side, woo, the dark side defense held it down. Let me tell you, Drake May had never seen the defense that you threw at them because they didn't play us in the before
Hmm.
the postseason. They had not played us because first off, they're an AFC team. Second off, we rotate with um, what division we run with. So AFC West, AFC North,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. So we had played AFC North this year and not East. So that is why we played the Steelers and the Ravens.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
I think we played the Ravens. Fudge. I really don't remember if
Wait.
we I don't remember. I just know we played the Steelers and it was opening and we were in their house and we beat them. And I think that was good that we beat the Steelers. No offense to the Steeler fan terrible tallies. But you came to our house and beat us a couple of years ago. And so we only getting our get back. So suck on it.
Right.
Right. But no, my boys, our boys, these guys, oh my God, I love them so much. I'm so glad to be a Seahawks fan. They just put it down and they made me proud. Because at first, when I heard that they were the dark side, Cassie, let me tell you, I was like, what the hell is this?
Mm.
I was like, why the dark side? And then I realized why. Because it's like a shadow coming down on you. It's like some shade be thrown on you. That's why they call themselves the dark side. Drake May got how many sacks? He got sacked how many
Oh my
times?
God. I
7?
lost track. Yeah. It was up.
6 or 7 times Drake
It was up there in the high
sacked.
single digits. Like we kept. Like it just became a joke at one point. It just.
I
Yeah.
want to say shout out to Sam Darnold for holding it down.
Hmm.
He reminds me so much of the GOATs, like Peyton Manning. I can't say Tom Brady because when your ass Tom Brady gets all butthurt and frustrated, you are not calm anymore.
No.
And so I can't, but Patrick Mahomes would be another one that I would say is very calm.
Yeah.
They're very calm quarterbacks, and you're one of them. So and the the Vikings, they're probably shitting on themselves right now, just realizing how humble, and you were humble, Sam Darnold, because I was waiting for you to say something about the fact that after a 14-3 winning season last year with the Vikings, they wouldn't have let you go.
Mhm.
But good thing they did, baby, because we got you. And I'm going to say the fans, they love you. They love you.
Yeah.
Shout out to Najibba. He's probably one of my favorites. But
We were trying to
uh
make sure you're pronouncing his last. I was trying to make sure
Najigba.
yeah, pronouncing his last
Yeah,
name right next to you.
Najigba.
Okay, Najigba.
But
Okay.
I call him AKA Mr. Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
Not because I can't say his name because
Yeah.
I feel like I just did, but
Yeah.
because that's his nickname for me. Like Walker,
Yeah.
Walker is Walker.
One
But
moment.
I call him W3, baby. W3.
I realize that sound is Ezra pounding at the window. I'm gonna
Oh
go.
shoot. You want me to go get that instead or do you
It,
want to?
it's up to you. I'm.
Okay, Cassie's going to go get our mascot
He's like
from the
so
outside
mad.
world. Yeah, sometimes our mascot gets left out there after I've had a smoke.
At first, I'm like, wait, is somebody trying to get into the closet? Okay.
No, he's just climbing up the screen again.
Yep.
Yep.
He's like so.
He's so mad. He's like, "How dare you leave me out there?" Oh, good old Ezra. But um overall, it was a defensive game and some people if they're not a fan of the defense, they wouldn't have liked this game. To them, it was probably
Yeah.
not as fascinating because when offense throw, I mean, like the Chiefs, they're really good at that. They're really good at like keeping up with the momentum in their offense, so their defense isn't on the field. But a good defensive game breaks down the offense and just watching the Patriots offense get broken down by our defense was amazing.
Yeah.
Just that part alone. But the fact that we had them beat from the beginning. You know what was harder for us to play? Not, I mean, not that this game wasn't hard because, I mean, like I said, their defense, Patriots defense was just as brilliant. But we came out on top with other certain key plays that we did, like that turnover that we got. We're number 7, baby. He caught that shit and went to the house, baby. All right. So I could talk about the Seattle Seahawks all day. But we also wanted to bring up the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime because honestly, besides the Kendrick Lamar, that has to be one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The Kendrick Lamar one was pretty special to me. It was very much a community thing for me. And so when Bad Bunny was on stage and the symbolism that he brought without speaking a word of English
Yeah.
was impressive. And I loved how he followed suit of what Kendrick Lamar did last year. And he brought the visual because sometimes Super Bowl, they don't really necessarily bring out, like
Mhm.
the entertainers that are visual. So this time there was so much symbolism in it. What did you get from it?
Um, he was really just emphasizing unity in the situation over the entities that be at this point, um,
Right,
in a peaceful way.
right,
He sang all of his I mean, this is neither here nor there, but just kind of an observation. Like he sang all of his songs like without any like technical production over his voice, so it was like actually
right. It
him
was
genuinely.
raw,
It was raw.
super raw.
Yeah.
It was raw as those candy canes feel, or the sugar cane
the sugar
field.
cane field. Um, and then like Lady Gaga jumped in and she was equally in that same place. It wasn't all candy coated and showy and tinsely. It was like actual expression. And
And
that,
when Ricky
yeah. And
Martin
Ricky
came on,
Martin,
oh my
yeah,
gosh, that was an amazing surprise too.
yeah,
And then that little shout out to Daddy Yankee. Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. That was pretty cool too. So, some things that people might have missed was that Lady Gaga was actually wearing the Puerto Rican flower
Hmm.
for the country. Um, or is it a state? We don't know anymore because
It's a territory, and technically it's still
I knew you were going to say it. Go for it, Cassie. Say the say.
it's a territory, and even though like it's its own territory, like it still is kind of grouped in with, they pay federal taxes, things along that line. So there are some exemptions. They definitely, but they pay federal taxes, and they're still part of us in a lot of ways, and in spite of what the ignorant orange nuggets say, uh, that is what it
Right.
is.
I
So.
mean, because here's the read, and
Hmm.
I'm going to be real. It is a territory. Puerto Rico is a territory
Hmm.
of the United States. It has been gentrified and colonized and torn apart by more and more people building hotels, resorts, you name it. But not only that, nobody cares enough to keep their lights on. So the electricity poles, those were really actually something that happens to them periodically where they have blackouts where there's no power at all.
Hmm.
You can't charge your cell phone. You can't, none of it, nothing. You can't do anything.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's sad.
it really is. It's sad,
So,
but
so there was some symbolism, definitely. Um, the other thing, uh, not only was there a sense of community because that's the Puerto Rican way.
hmm.
Um, he his clothing, he wore 64 for his uncle that never got to really see him perform,
Hmm.
that died. And so he wore that with his last name. And he had the football that said, um, crap, I forgot what it said. We're all America.
Well, yeah, because it fed into what it tied into his last, because he said, "God bless America," but he's like, "Yeah, God bless America," and then he said, "So," like, and he lists all the countries.
Right.
And yeah,
Yes, that's it. You're right. You're
yeah,
right. But I mean, and I'm not even looking at my phone to find these things because I already did find
mhm,
them. I did research. I just can't remember everything that I like discussed or like
right,
read.
yeah,
But I will say this, it was a beautiful performance. It made me very happy. You could see Cardi B there, Pedro Pascal.
yeah,
You could see Jessica Alba there. They were all like dancing in there. Um, ah, there was something else. Oh yeah, and there was a real wedding. Like, stop. There was
right.
a real wedding. Like, people actually got married at the Super Bowl halftime performance.
That's awesome.
Like,
Yeah,
holy
right.
like it's crazy to think about like that. That is so cool.
Yeah,
Where'd you guys get married? At the Super Bowl halftime performance. Bad Bunny, baby.
right.
Because I mean, Hold on, I'm gonna get another drink. You good?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm nursing this one.
I am not. I'm not
I know.
nursing
We take
shit.
turns. I know, right?
Well, the only reason I'm saying that is because I have another reason.
Okay.
um, the Super Bowl meant something to a lot of people that aren't racist.
Yeah.
It meant something to people who believe that America doesn't have to be made up of beliefs that people of
Hmm.
color can't be free
Hmm.
of discrimination. They can't be free of just walking down the street
Okay.
without looking at people differently or looking at them differently. I don't know. But what I am trying to say is that I don't stand for it. I know you don't stand for it, Cassie.
Nope.
Um, and so we stand with real Americans that know that this place we stole. Our ancestors stole this fucking place.
Absolutely.
They stole it.
Yeah, this is stolen land.
We,
That's not even a argue. I mean, that's not even something to argue. It's it's straight up fact.
and the funny part is
Yeah.
that our ancestors, when they did come over here, they were fighting their own oppression. They were fighting their own religious oppression. They did not want the monarchy, but yet there were certain things, certain traditions, certain ethics, certain things that they kept
Hmm.
that Britain did, even
Yeah.
when they wanted to separate.
Yeah.
And that was slavery. And they made it a fucking commodity. And it's very sad. It's very sad that they don't want to see anybody that is a orange lover supporter. They can't see it. They
Hmm.
can't see that America was never great. America was never great. Don't you agree, Cassie? Like, what can you tell me a time that it was actually great without having to do drugs? I'm talking about the 70s.
You know, I mean, I have a lot of different thoughts that could go in a lot of different directions, but no,
Right.
I mean, even reading about the Revolutionary War, like no longer, and I never really was like necessarily. I mean, okay, fine, we became our own country, yay! But like, it's the same deal. Like, it's not woohoo, the Star Spangled. Actually, that was later, but um,
There's so many things that we wouldn't have
mhm,
if African Americans didn't make it and invent it. The ironing board, going into space. I mean, I don't even know. The list is endless. Peanut butter,
I was just gonna say peanut butter.
super soaker, the super soaker. The one who did the LASIK eye, she there I really
Blues
would
and jazz and
countless things would not be here on this planet Earth without African Americans or anybody that is in the United States that has done something brilliant that is of color.
right.
I'm going to be real. There's so many. And you know what? The white people, I hate to say it, it's like I'm ashamed of my own race at this point.
Mhm.
The white people decide, well, okay, the rich white people decided that they were going to write that out of history.
Yeah, like they're they're trying to delete things as we speak, like, or they have already started to. I mean, throughout
That's why
this,
in
yeah.
schools this month,
Hmm.
I'm a paraeducator as well as a substitute emergency teacher.
Hmm.
So if I can put it into find a way to put in any kind of Black History Month knowledge that I know,
Hmm.
I will. Because nobody knows how many times Dr. King was arrested.
Yeah.
Nobody, and I'm not saying that because I know this statistic.
Right.
I'm saying that because it's awful that this man was such a civil rights leader and yet he was harassed by so many white rich men. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. We need another civil rights leader. So I went off on a tangent.
It
However,
happens.
however, I will say I commend Bad Bunny for making it known about his country and the symbolism and just like the way he did it was so classy.
Yeah.
It was like a masterpiece. I'm not gonna joke because Kendrick Lamar's performance was like a masterpiece for me too.
Hmm.
I understood that just as much as I did Bad Bunny. Now, did I know about uh his his shirt? No, I actually had to go look that up about his uncle and his mom and why he had that on his shirt.
Hmm.
But I commend him. And why he was wearing off white was because there was a couple getting married. So, a lot of things that were very beautiful in that. And so I got to stop talking about it.
Yeah. And to be clear, like there are like a lot of progressive institutions and things that were developed over, you know,
Oh, here
time.
comes our
Oh, here's our
mascot.
mascot. Hey, buddy. Hold on. You want to do that into the mic? Here. No, of course not. Okay.
No.
But and we're not dissing that part. Like we're essentially just very frustrated because yes, they're. I agree. Initially, we're on stolen land, and then just kind of look what, just kind of what's happening right now.
What's
Is
been
what's been
happening.
happening.
And
Yeah,
that's the sad part.
yeah,
Abolishing slavery, a civil rights movement, telling people you can't uh, do a certain thing or act a certain way or be a certain way
right.
because that's too whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be real. I'll be weird as long as I want.
Hmm.
And so that's part of the reason why I feel like a lot of people just don't want to understand because they think it's weird or it's not the norm or whatever. But like that's the part that sickens me because
Yeah,
if we were to look at the words in the Bible, it says love everybody.
yeah, exactly.
Understand. Try to understand. That's what I'm getting the gist of out of what I've read of the Bible. I'm not saying I read it back to back, but I'm talking I have read enough of the Bible to understand that hey, we should all love each other and get along and just really not be judgy.
Hmm. I agree.
And guess what? We're the exact opposite. And it's so frustrating. It's not, it's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not.
It's gotten to a point.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is just love no matter what. Try to understand, try to love. And if you can't love them, there's no reason to hate them. Just move past them because you got to leave people where they're at sometimes. Yeah, you can meet them where they're at, but you can also leave them where they're at.
Hmm.
There is a difference. You can be like, "Hi, how are you doing?" "Oh, well, you don't really exactly align with my vibe."
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
We just got to leave it at that. We
Yeah.
ain't got to go into fucking details about other stuff. We just leave it at that.
Yeah. I had
That's it.
a client today who I get the frustration, but he clearly enjoyed the sound of his own voice. Um and when I spoke with his wife later on, she wordlessly implied the same thing.
Mm, mm,
Um, it's not my business.
right.
You know, there was an honest mistake that was made as far as time frame. They could have called me way earlier. Because there was a lot on my plate. I'm not going to go into more specifics, because keeping that separate, but it's just to kind of solidify that the point that you were making that
Right. The context.
yeah, the that I told them to take care. The one that I ended up calling back was her, and I was like, "Do you want me to reassure your husband?" And she's like, "No, I'll do it."
She's like, I want the satisfaction.
I'm like,
Fair.
"Girl, we're on the same page."
Well, I've been there. I've been it. I've been there where like you're trying seriously to talk some sense into your man and he ain't listening. Then you actually go to a professional,
Yeah.
right? And then they tell you whoopity whoop whoop whoop. Oh, wait, that's the same thing I just said to him. Did you hear that, husband? Did you hear that, significant other? No, you didn't.
Yeah.
You had to hear that from them, not
Yeah.
me. Like, what?
Yeah. So that's what it was. I mean, he was rightfully frustrated, but you could just tell his character was
Yeah.
in.
He was just like, in here, in here.
Yeah.
Um, Also, I want to talk about this because it triggered me.
Okay.
Friday,
Oh yeah. Okay.
Donald Trump, yeah, I said your real name, decided it would be a good idea to post some racial about the Obamas. And I'm going to be very sad and real about this. I'm very mad. Actually, I'm very upset that he decided that this was okay. I mean, it's been recently deleted, but once
Mm-hmm.
it's there. So somebody saw it, took it, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody out there going to see that shit. Now, I don't have to tell y'all what it was because y'all know
Mm-hmm.
what that shit was. And it got me heated because why is it that our president gets to get away with that kind of behavior is beyond me. So you guys in the government, you guys got to tell me why he gets to get away with that shit. Because ain't no other president got away with that shit.
No.
They wouldn't have. So he either got y'all in his pockets a little too deep. Because you guys got to, like I said, you guys got to tell me why you even thought that was cool. I mean, I'm glad y'all decided that it was not okay for y'all to have it there and deleted it. But he even said it wasn't a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you have to say about it, Kathy?
Um, I'm just like beyond disgusted. Um, it's really the thing about it though is of what it's doing, and he's actually shooting himself in the foot.
He really is.
A little bit further. It's really sad that this is what has to be the wake up call, but you actually have like Tim Scott. He is an African American Republican,
Right.
and some other people kind of in that same spot suddenly being, suddenly saying, "Well, we're conservatives, but this is vile and this is, unacceptable." And it's all very true. It's incredibly unacceptable. It's horrible, but it's really, I mean, and I'm glad that more and more people are waking up to it. But I think it's really quite sad that that's what it had to take. That's what it took for this
There's a
to
lot of
start happening.
things.
But
I think people just boil
hmm
inside sometimes because, like,
hmm
I do it. I'm not one to shy away from a gunfight. I'm
hmm
gonna be real, like, bring it. I don't know how to shoot a gun, but I will figure it the fuck out. Um, but my thing is that it wasn't the place.
mm
Here's he's just getting away with too much anymore. I'm gonna be real.
he just
But my thing is that Americans are boiling
yeah.
and it's getting to boiling points. And we should have already been boiled over years ago.
hmm
It was definitely a win for America to have finally someone in office of color.
hmm
It's amazing. It's amazing to have president like Barack Obama was.
hmm
But he was cleaning up somebody else's mess.
yeah.
Luckily, he got 2 terms.
Yeah.
Then he can't get another term. Michelle Obama.
hmm
Um, but the thing is that he did the best he could with what he had. And that's just with any president.
hmm
But how is it that Donald Trump is doing so much that he's doing? Like the fact that he is moving Project 2025 into Project 2026. And I'm be real, some people are calling it that new world order that was back in the day in the 90s,
Yeah.
80s, where the rich could do no harm.
hmm
And that's what's happening in America right now. Y'all, the rich can't do no wrong, especially if you're white. And that's the sad part. If you're rich and white, you're okay. You ain't rich but white, you ain't okay.
Right.
There's got to be this thing.
hmm
And my thing is that like it sucks. It's not okay for him to do the shit he's doing
hmm
to America, period. Here's a read. There are a lot of immigrants that pour into this country, not only as immigrants, but as refugees
hmm
from their other countries. And then you've got Mexico. They come over here because the poor don't want to be poor no more. They say they have that opportunity to go to America to be rich because they're tired of being poor. They're tired of their water being tainted. And you know what I'm talking about if you've been to the poor parts of Mexico. And a lot of people haven't. Let's be real.
No, true.
You're either poor or rich in Mexico.
Yeah.
And they come over here for the American dream. We ain't got no dream no more.
No.
You're force feeding lies that have been old as it's too old.
hmm
It's retired. Get us a new fucking dream. One where we can all live together and figure out this immigrant shit instead of everybody hating on this shit. Now, I don't agree with the illegal criminals. But if my grandma coming over here because she knows I'm here and I'm going to take care of her, yeah, I'm bringing
Right.
her over.
Yeah.
She ain't got much longer to live. She wants to live out the rest of her lives at least free of being poor,
Hmm.
in her opinion. So, yeah, I'm going to do it. But these illegal criminals, I don't agree with. The mishandling of American citizens that are of color, that I don't approve of. I don't like it.
No,
It's not okay.
exactly.
Okay, I think we need to stop talking about that. And we only laugh because we're weird and awkward and um
Just because of
uncomfortable and just mad.
the
So it's
dynamic.
like it's a different
Yeah.
it's a different laugh
Yeah.
than most people are willing to understand,
Yes.
I guess you would say.
Hmm.
It's that uncomfortable laugh of like, oh shit. Ah. Mm. But we are about to wrap this whole thing up by telling you, Cassie, I want you to do it. You tell them.
So, moving forward, we are going to evolve into a similar but slightly different format under the name West Coast Rendezvous.
R.I.P. Tacoma Rendezvous.
Yeah. And I always like to talk about, actually at our very first episode, I mentioned the punk rock pipeline. And not just limited to punk rock, but like kind of the same idea. There's this kind of love, so to speak, and there's this dynamic um, that runs from Cali up through Oregon and here in Washington into my favorite country, Canada. And
Mm-hmm.
um, it's uh, not just music based, but there's a lot of amicability and love and respect and a kind of just a vibe amongst whether it's networking through music, which I think is a really powerful connection, and even more so at this time. And not just, yeah, things are bad sociopolitically right now. Things are bad, but there are people that are of reason, that are reasonable, etc. And just culturally, there are just these connections, and
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
think, um, we love people in the rest of the country too. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from, Wisconsin originally. That's where I grew up, and I've got my Chicago family, and I've got my family in Florida, and like, so no, this isn't like to necessarily leave out the rest of the country, but there is a climate, in a good way, that kind of connects, and that's why people
Exactly.
kind of head this direction. Um, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
They know that we've got better connects out here. I mean, definitely California. Washington, we're still on the slow bus, guys. But we're getting there.
Yeah,
We're getting there. And Seattle is the route. Let's be real. We're getting there.
yeah. And there are some little towns too that are just like flourishing and becoming their own in the midst of everything that you kind
Hmm.
of even wouldn't think of,
Right.
um, that are really just beautiful places to be around people and get to know them.
So, which is
So yeah.
why we think that Tacoma Rendezvous is so centered and small
Yeah.
compared to what we could do with the West Coast.
Yeah.
We could get better connections. We want to do things differently than what we've been doing.
Yeah.
We do want to go live. We do want to do things where we're out and about reviewing small businesses instead of stuck here in this, place. So if we're reviewing places and doing all that, then we can do it.
Mhm.
Like we believe that there is bigger audience out there for us. We just got to grab it. And so, yeah, RIP Rendezvous, Tacoma Rendezvous, you were our pilot.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget any of these episodes, especially this Champagne Sunday episode. What was your favorite episode?
Oh wow. So I would say we got a few. I mean, actually, there are a lot of good ones. The
There's
one,
super a lot of good ones.
so like the nice to meet us when we were on the patio.
It was just us.
Yeah. Um, Champagne Sunday.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
like all of our guests. Like I'm so grateful to all our guests for coming and
For
hanging out
real,
on
for real.
this.
I don't even know if I can like pick one,
Dell and
really.
Sarah and Amanda, and
Tina,
Tina,
Alicia,
Alicia,
Lauren,
and Lauren. Oh my gosh,
Cheryl
Lauren. Oh, oh, you guys. Lauren on Friday, if you're in the area, she's hosting karaoke Friday,
at
February
the
13th at
Lake City
Lake City Pub.
Pub.
It's a blast there. The place in itself is a blast, and then she's wonderful. She's bringing in her system,
Yeah.
and that should be a ton of fun. So I am gonna plan to be there.
Yeah. And you should plan to be there too.
Yeah,
So we might take a couple of months off from doing anything because we want to be consistent. We want to be more consistent. We want to have better sound and technology.
hmm
That's one thing that we did realize is one of our not so strong points and
yeah,
our weakness is technology in the sound department. So we are going to revisit that
yeah,
and go forth and prosper
yeah.
because that's what we do.
hmm
And anything else you want to say before we?
That's really where we're heading. Just to kind of expand a little bit
Yeah.
and sort of see what happens with it. Not try to like kind of jump into anything like super hard, but just kind of see where this goes and
Yeah.
contact more people. So that would be definitely, we're excited. We're very excited.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, okay, before I hit this, one of our goals in becoming West Coast Rendezvous, well, it was my goal, but Cassie agrees too because she knows good business when she sees it. But our goal is to have Nate Jackson and La Russell on our show because first off, yes, they're total West Coast. Um, they both achieved a lot of great things. I mean, Nate Jackson, he's toured the world. He's had his several now Netflix specials, and he has a comedy club downtown in Tacoma. And he's had names like Carlos Miller, um, uh, Damon Wayans, maybe it was no, I don't think I think it was the youngest brother. Why am I blanking on what his name is? The younger brother of the Wayans. Anyway, the younger brother of the Wayans
Okay.
um has been there. Multiple multiple people have been at his comedy club. So check out Nate Jackson's super funny comedy club downtown Tacoma off of Pacific Avenue between 13th and 15th. Yes, I know the address. But also check out Russell. That man just made it as a performer of the Tailgate Super Bowl. And he also signed with Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z's label. So I think he's going to go far.
Hmm.
And I think he may be a little bit bigger than we're trying to fit here, but eventually let's make it a goal to have LaRussell
Give him
and
a ring at
Nate
some point.
Jackson on our show. Like
Mhm.
just know we're big fans.
Yeah.
Like we're just big fans. Shit. Anyway, I think that's all we got. You got anything else?
Nope. Let's see. Just Cassie 85 on the Blue Sky, Castmeister 85 on the Instaturd and Threads. Vocals rock.